Hello everybody, welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. We have some important stuff going on here, I think. We got everything changed. Hey again, boss, you need something.
Any updates on Alexander?
Nothing new, he's adjusting. Just gonna take some time.
I was thinking what you told me earlier. You said that your idol was going to make you pick a fight that you couldn't win.
It's bound to happen eventually. Probably sooner than later.
Is there anything you can do to stop that from happening?
Well, I suppose that I could refuse, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea, especially not now. Remember, boss, the Dragon Slayer is where my magic comes from. If I turn away from him, you'd better believe that he'll turn away from me. Besides which, I don't even know if I can refuse him anymore. He's been with me so long, I don't know where he stops and I begin. But don't worry about me, boss. I've known this was coming for my entire life. When it happens, I'll go down in a blaze of glory the likes of which you can't imagine. It's a promise.
What if you were to pick a fight with a different kind of dragon? Say maybe a gang or a corporation.
That's an interesting idea. If it were big enough and heinous enough, he might be satisfied. I've never tried to bargain or negotiate with the Dragon Slayer before. I'm not sure how I feel about it, and I don't know how I take it either. The Dragon Slayer doesn't like to be questioned, and his temper's even shorter than mine. Tell you what, boss. I'll think about it.
Any thoughts on the last run?
There's nothing about that run that didn't disgust me, but they did that sure. It wasn't right, boss, on any level. I don't care what anyone else tells you. You listen to me, Kaifer. What you did, killing that thing, was the right call. Yes, it cost us some million, but letting that thing live, would have been a travesty.
Nothing right now, Dietrich.
I'm getting the yellow little, or the blue spinny thingy. It's not good. I haven't been recording that long, have I?
Kaifer, what can I do for you? Any thoughts on that last run?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, this one's gonna stick with me for a while. The did was sick. But I'm happy the MK6 is dead. Yes, Herr Schmidt was pissed, but sure our reputation, but
Do you trust me, Iger?
Yeah, I do. You've earned that much. I haven't always agreed with your decisions, but you've proven your competence. It's only fair for me to acknowledge it.
Then tell me what happened to your team.
This again, why do you even care?
Because it's pretty clear that if you had your way, you'd still be with them. And a good leader places priority on knowing his team.
Alright, I'll tell you. I suppose that you deserve to know. What happened to us was Hoffman. He was a rookie, the kid of some big money corporation exec. He looked good on paper and he made it through the KCSK training. So he was technically qualified to join a team, but he was way too green to fit in with ours. Still, he wanted to be a hero, and his family had enough clout to get him an assignment of his choosing. I don't know how many strings Hoffman's daddy had to pull to get him assigned to our team, but he pulled them. Hoffman became our 9th squad mate, despite Metzger's objections. Anyway, flash forward a few weeks, we're closing in on one of the Russian mob's major trafficking operations. They'd been using a series of warehouses 50 miles from the border as a staging area for their convoys. Women and girls from Eastern Europe were being housed there. When the convoys came, they'd be crammed into cargo containers and hauled across the border into Germany. Go to any brothel along the border and have a look around. Chances are you'll find at least a few girls who spent some time in those warehouses. Slovakians, Hungarians, Poles, you name it. The mob had been smuggling them over for decades, but we were in a position to derail their operations, and we weren't going to let a new addition slow us down. We hit them by surprise, and we hit them hard. Fisher and Braun managed to take down the Banshee that they had patrolling the site. Wolf had reconnaissance drones overhead, providing battle tact feeds to the rest of us, and we picked off their gunmen one by one. They had numbers on us, but they didn't know where to hit us. We had eyes in the sky. We had cover and concealment. Every time they had a fix on us, we'd shift positions and hit them again. They may as well have been fighting ghosts. Then Hoffman broke cover and gave away our position. After that, all hell broke loose. Wolf went down first. The sound of it will haunt me for the rest of my days. An explosion, a choked scream, and then his long, drawn-out gurgling sound. When he died, his drone sent down with him, and there were too many hostiles to track without them. I'll spare you the gory details, Kiefer. Suffice to say, my team was wiped out. I watched Messenger die. I took 3 rounds myself. I had to drag myself across the Oder-Neisse into Germany. I almost died. So that's the story. My case, SK career, died with the rest of our team. Our mission was illegal after all, off the books. There's no going back for me, so I wound up here. Did that tell you everything you wanted to know, fearless leader? Are you satisfied now? Yes. Thank you, Leader. So tell me, what's your takeaway from my tale of woe? I figure you've got to have one. It doesn't matter what I think. What you think and how you act on it is what's important. Normally I'd call that a cop-out answer, but I guess that has some truth. In my case, fearless leader, you might be thinking I judged you too harshly in the beginning. You'd be right on that count because of giving you command of this team was a hasty decision made for the wrong reasons. I stand by that assessment, but between then and now, I've been watching you like a hawk, and you've grown, Kiefer. You weren't the right choice to lead before, and I still believe that. But you are now. Thank you. Until next time. Boom. Yeah, getting the RESPECT. 2 unread messages. Salvage DVD. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Recovery. Anyway, I wanted to thank you for everything you did for me. Kicking my crime habit was the hardest thing I've ever done, and I don't think I would have tried if you hadn't talked me into it. To celebrate my newfound sobriety, I decided to sign on as a volunteer at the charity. Who knows, maybe giving back to the community will help turn things around in my life. Hey, thanks again, Kiefer. I owe you one. Yours, Silky. Aww. Axlan, let's close. Payment. Awesome. Let's post data. Nothing. Let's search BBS. Massacre at Shatton House Schoolhouse. It's really attention-grabbing headline, right? That's how the local news has been spinning it. Truth is, Schoolhouse was abandoned years ago and is being used as a humanist recruitment and training complex. You're kidding me! A friend of mine was going there after class and he said it was just a community center. I know none of you are fans of Humanus, but that entire chapter house got wiped clean. There were probably some kids in there off the street who were just looking for a hot meal. Screw Humanus for exploiting them, but they didn't deserve death. Good riddance to those assholes. Streets are a little safer now that they're all buried. Went trolling on the Humanus board and that place was totally wiped out. Volker Stahl was in charge of the chapter house. Good riddance to that piece of dreck. He just got offered a job to geek one of the Humanus lieutenants. Seems like Stahl is dead and a power struggle is already underway. You taking the job? Not my kind of work. But I gave the Johnson an address to one of your Tricks Dead drops. Cheers, me. Just finished up drinks with a chummer who was doing some biz up there. Real story is Humanus did not want to pay for services rendered, and some hired muscle went crazy and took them all out. So the muscle decided taking the whole place down would get the Nguyen back? Well, it's one way to make a living, I guess. Even if your friend did get screwed out of a bit of Nguyen, I don't think Humanus would even be worth the bullets. Especially that many of them. So, we've all seen this one floating around on the Tricks. I'm gonna keep going. This is some serious stuff. It's got heavy-duty corp written all over it. There's not a lot of players that could be behind something like this. Ares or SK. Maybe one of the big pharma corps, say Shearing or AGC. Of course, you can never totally discount the Azzies either. Toy. My esteemed colleague, this is indeed a recipe for some top-shelf dreck. Whispers from the shadows say this is straight from the F-state. Hello, boys. I'm a big fan, you know. Long-time reader, first-time poster. Oh, God. Good Good job. Good job, harebrained. This is... If you go on any board on, like, 4chan or something like that... well, more 4chan, I mean, if you go on Reddit, like, Reddit's a nicer community, but, like, I say that with quotes, air quotes, because, like, the worst, like, take B, for example, B on 4chan. It is, at once, the worst and best place in the world. Like, you can have just the nicest people there working together to do something good. And not even, like, illegal good, like, harming somebody to do good. But, like, helping each other, like, get over stuff. It's pretty cool. Then you just have things, but, like, anytime you see a long-time reader, first-time poster, it would have been better if it would have just been lurker. But, anyway, I'm off the topic. Sure you want to do that? This stuff doesn't play nice. The corps are really bad at sharing their toys. You can, of course, always share their secrets for them. But just gotta make sure that you run a little faster than them. Always running AC'd up like clockwork. Ah! Bandit, I'm touched by your concern, but don't worry about little old me. I do declare this shall be ever such fun. Time is right. Time to fight for Berlin. Did you just fall out of the time warp? The war is over and we won. Hard to imagine Berlin any freer. Maybe you just need to switch to decaf. As any corporation is active anywhere in the F state, we are all at risk. We must act. Corps are good for business and keep in their little corners. Why do you think we would help you? Not your personal army. How naive to think that they will stay there forever. Don't you see that they're taking the freedom we all hold so dear? Plans are being made across the F state. With the shadow community on our side, we shall prevail. The F state has its own way of dealing with those who step out of line. That's another thing. I don't mind grammatical errors in this bit because it's posting on forums and we know how that goes. Take your politics somewhere else. Around here, we got bills to pay. Running on SK. Scheisse, what a thrill. I had to do some Symphodale sale on SK brand, turning in an OK Corral shootout. Never seen the first response team arrive that fast in my life. Had a Decker offsite running damage control, managed to distract the second team to a different building while we jacked the car. The first team came in. Lesson learned: simple when it comes to SK means something else. You stole the Corps' response vehicle. Don't they have trackers on those things? Of course they do. Dumped it off on the side of the road with a prime grenade in the backseat just to be safe. Nice one. Bragging about a nearly failed run on SK? Is it worth them paying a Decker to backtrace your Shadowland account? Any idea what valuable data they were hiding in that branch office? No idea. Money was too good to take any chances with it. Safely delivered it and the transfer cleared. I like the VVS. I really like the Shadowland thing. It's pretty awesome. We may have... would be an understatement. Should have gone with intact and operational. Deductions for tutors by... Alright. Yeah, view all pending. Alright. Wait a minute. Jobs directory. View notes on completed jobs. Oh. Greetings, Hamsa. Oh, this is this one. Excuse me, I'm coughing and stuff. Okay. Awesome. We're gonna do one more little talk bit. I know this is gonna be a long-ass episode. Kiefer, good to see you. You too, Glory. How are things with you? You know, I'm happy. Actually, for the first time in a long time, I have you to thank for that. Are you ready to tell me about that chrome you're sporting? Be patient. The explanation for that is coming. I'm not sure you're gonna like it, though. You needed time and I gave you time. Are you ready? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been looking forward to this, but yeah, it's time. Kiefer, look, I'm gonna tell you some things about myself that might change your opinion of me. It's entirely possible that you're gonna hate me based on what's coming up next. I've accepted that, and if that's what happens, I sincerely believe that I deserve it. So, tell me, are you sure that you want to keep pushing me forward with this? This is important for you, Glory. After everything we've been through, I think that we both know that. Whatever you have to tell me, I'm ready to listen.
Thanks, Kiefer. Thanks for being a friend. So, when we left off last time, I had just moved from the streets of Tübingen to the warm, inviting confines of Feuerstedt. Marta and I were happy for a long while, and Haro embraced me as a long-lost daughter. I should have probably taken a moment to talk more about Haro. He's going to be an important figure in the story, and I am actually going to stop now, because we're probably very over it. So, thanks for watching, everybody. We will continue with Glory's probably last story on the next episode. So, hope you'll join me for that. I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to find out what's up with Glory. Until next time, though, adios. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Helps out the channel and lets you know when the next video comes up. So, until then, adios.